as a professor in bioinformatics and biotechnology, so in a reputed university in Bangalore. So he had also designed courses for these two subjects, bioinformatics and biotechnology. So yes, Prabhuji is very well qualified for giving us this beautiful knowledge of spiritual scientist. Hereby, I welcome Shriman Rathyatra Anandadas Prabhuji on this
Thank you so
platform
much,
to
Mataji. Thank you
kindly
so much.
educate us. Hare Krishna
Thank you,
Prabhuji.
Mataji, for
Dandavat
your
Pranam.
kind introduction. Thank you. Um, Hare Krishna. Welcome all the participants here for the first session, Can Scientists Believe in God? I would like to thank His Grace Murari Prabhu for is the driving force for all of us to engage and understand these spiritual topics. Also, I would like to thank Vijita Mataji for kind introduction. Thank you, Mataji. Before we start, we just have to pray. Guru. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurvanmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manovistam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Gadamayam Dadadi Savadhankitam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yuta Padakamalam. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. नमो ओम विष्णुपादे कृष्ण पृष्ठाभूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी इति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे नमो ओम विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते गोपाल कृष्ण गोस्वामी नामिने प्रभुपाद साहित्यम यह प्रचार कृतवान् साधु भगवत्पदाय ते नमः. I think we are good to go now. Am I audible? Can somebody, Mataji, my voice is
Yes, yes, yes.
clear
Yes,
and slides are visible. PPT.
Yes,
Yes. Okay. Thank you, Babaji. I request all the participants to mute your audio. Please don't touch. Once you mute it, don't unmute or don't touch your phones. Just sit in front of. See, some of the kids, so interestingly, they are sitting and they would like to hear and understand. Please don't mute somebody else.
Sir,
Don't mute.
good evening.
Good evening. Please don't mute Redmi 9 number. Please unmute. Don't unmute. Please mute.
Okay.
Now I'm going to start the session. I request all the kids and participant, please don't touch your phones. Okay, thank you. Can scientists believe in God? Redmi 9. I think yeah, please mute. Yes, don't touch the phone now. Okay, it's muted. Okay. Can scientists believe in God? What does it mean? Right? Everybody believe in God. Right? Scientists also believe in God. Right? Yeah. So whether we believe or don't believe, of course, there are some people don't believe, but whether you believe or not believe, but God exists. Right? If you don't believe, it doesn't mean that God not exist. Right? Today, we try to understand whether God exists or not based on some evidences what we see in surroundings. I'll repeat once again. Today, we try to understand the God based on some evidences which is like around us. Okay, I'll just go through the PPT. It's a beautiful PPTs, right? I'll just, yeah. Does God exist really? This is the question. Next. Um, Here there is some narrative here. I am very astonished that the scientific pictures of the real world around me is very deficient. It gives a lot of factual information, puts all our experiences in magnificently consistent order, but it is ghastly silent about all understanding that is really near to our heart, that really matters to us. It cannot tell us a word about red and blue, bitter and sweet, physical pain and physical delight. I know nothing of beautiful and ugly, good or bad, good and
Okay.
eternity. Science sometimes pretends to answer questions in this domain, but the answers are very often so silly that we are not inclined to take them seriously. Nobel laureate physicist Erwin Schrödinger. So Schrödinger is very famous scientist. So his observations, his understanding is telling. I will go through the PPTs. You will understand. Yeah. See, you can see here picture in. Yeah, don't mute. Don't unmute. Okay, so Newton. What Newton is saying is a very famous scientist. What Newton is saying about whether God exists or not. Story of how Sir Isaac Newton provides God's existence to his atheistic friend. Sir Isaac Newton said, I don't know what may appear to the world, but to myself I seem to have been like a boy playing by the seashore and diverting myself in now and then finding a smoother pebbles or a prettier shell than ordinary is the great ocean of truth they are undiscovered before me. Yeah, so what Sir Isaac Newton is saying, of course, he's a very big scientist. He is telling that I am standing in front of a ocean.
ಇದನ್ನ
Please
ಬಿಟ್ಟು
see.
ಸಾಕು.
Please read me
ಅಲ್ಲ
Redmi 9 because you are, yeah, now you muted. Please don't touch your phone. Redmi 9. One boy, girl, both are there. Please don't touch your phone. Okay,
ಎಸ್
otherwise it
ಸರ್.
will be disturbance. Okay,
ಓಕೆ
thank you.
ಸರ್.
Oh, this is your Vivo. You also not muted. Okay, fine. Don't touch your phones. Okay, thank you. So what Sir Isaac Newton is saying, I am standing in front of a ocean. I am collecting a small pebbles. Pebbles means small things you see in the seashore. I am collecting in front of me. There is a huge ocean. Whatever others may think, but me, there is a some supernatural power is existing. That means there is a God is existing. So that means, as per Sir Isaac Newton, there is a God, right? God exists. Here you see that the unseen can be known from the seen. I don't believe in God because I cannot see him. This is naturally, many people say that we have not seen God, right? Nobody has seen God. But although we may not have seen the personality of God with our eyes directly, there are innumerable evidences to prove God existence from the things that we see around us. Okay, how to see God? We have not seen God directly, right? Maybe in other yugas, people have seen God directly, but in Kali Yuga, we have not seen God. But how to see God, right? So here in this slide, it is saying that based on certain evidences which is around us, we can see, understand God exists, right? We will see what are the evidences. In the following slides, learn to see God based on your practical experiences of things around us. So daily, every day, we go through certain experiences, right? In all those experiences, if we carefully observe, we can understand there is a God, right? So we will go through this universe. there are some unanswered questions. The whole universe, see here, all the planets, sun planet, there are many other, Jupiter, Mars, Moon, right? This is a solar system. So this is existing, right? What is the origin of the universe? Means this entire universe, from where it has come from. There is nobody knows the answer. Of course, scientists give some answers, but they are not, experimentally, or there is no concrete proof that there is no proof for that. So this is a question for everyone. What is the origin? Means what is the root from where it has come? Is it like suddenly one day appeared? No, it's very difficult to believe like that. Yeah, this is the unanswered questions. Who created this universe? Who has created it? You created? No, I have not created. You ask anybody, everybody says, no, I have not created. Then who has created?
Sir, God created, sir.
Yeah, that's what we are trying to understand. I request, please don't unmute your mic. Okay, all the questions we'll keep at the end. Okay, you have
I'll be
any
preparing
questions?
Prabhuji questions, so at last they can answer.
Yeah. So we will not ask questions in between. Otherwise, it will be disturb, our flow of discussion. Please mute your mic and don't unmute. Okay. It's muted, right? No, it's not muted. Redmi 9 and yeah. Yes, now it's muted, right? Who created this universe? I'm not asking, please, I'm discussing. Please don't try to answer now. We will discuss all the questions at the end of the session. All right? Okay. Who created this universe? It's a big question for everyone, right? Next, what is the purpose of this complicated universe? It's so complicated. You see, there is a sun, there are different planets moving around. So you all study in your textbooks, right? In the school, in the colleges, in the universities, we study about, still scientists are studying about, NASA. They are always studying about how they are moving around the sun, all the planets. So it's a, why this so much complicated created? So these are the some of the questions which there is no proper answer for this, right? We see wonderful creations around us. You see in the water, so it's a wonderful picture. It's swimming, it's nice to see. And see, this is a beautiful picture, right? It's a flower, right? It's very beautiful. Similarly, also, it's a rose, petals and droplets, so beautiful, right? So you see all the parrots of different colors. Even I have not painted or you are not painted. It's naturally is looking so beautiful. All right. See the fish, so intense color. Hmm. Especially we like this kind of colors. No, it's swimming in the water up and down. It's slow. It looks very nice. Yes, see this so beautiful picture. It looks so cute. No, see the pictures. These are very beautiful pictures. Here, Mona Lisa, very famous artist is Leonardo da Vinci. This is the artist who has made this. I mean, there is a person behind this who has made this, right? Here, another picture, this artist, David Copenhagen. This is the landscape. It's a beautiful picture, right? Right. The artist John Green, right? This who is the artist? Yeah, it's a question. Please don't answer. I don't want your answer wrong. We will discuss at the end. So earlier we have seen some of the slides, very beautiful pictures. Who has created the parrots, fish, flowers, those beautiful pictures who has created. And we have seen another artist. That means whatever we see around us, we never question who has created. Every day we pluck the flowers and we offer to God. Who has created the flowers? So these are all questions, right? So Someone like similarly, if the artist, if we see some pictures on the walls, we see the artist has written that, right? He has made that, created that picture. That means there is an artist. Similarly, this universe and beautiful things which around us, also someone must be created, right? Simply nothing will exist, right? So based on this, we can understand that whatever we see, the beautiful things, there's someone has created. That who is the artist? Artist means who has created whatever all the beautiful things, right? Space technology, right? This is very astrophysics. All the engineers, big scientists, they study about this, and they send the satellites to the space to take the photographs, right? This is space technology. See, satellites. These are all man-made satellites. Scientists in NASA, they all the time they engage, they made these satellites and send this to uh, space. They will go, they will stay for some time, they capture the photographs and they send the photographs to us down. So this is called satellites. That's 24. So who is controlling all these satellites? Control room. You see, this is the picture of MIT or NASA. The scientists 24 hours, they are sitting and monitoring whether
ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಅಂತ ವಾಕ್ ಹೋಗಿದ್ಲು ಯಾರ ಮನೆ ಕುಂತಾಳ ಅಂತ ಗಂಟ್ಲು ನೋವು ಜ್ವರ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಂತ ಇನ್ನು ಹೋಗಿ ಒಂದೇ
Hare
ದಿವಸ
Krishna, Vishalakshi Mataji. ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಮ್ಯೂಟ್
ಮ್ಯೂಟ್
ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ
ಮಾಡಿ
ಮಾತಾಜಿ.
ಲತಾತ್ರ ಪ್ರಭು ನೀವು ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಪ್ರಭು
ಓಕೆ ಓಕೆ ಮಾತಾಜಿ
ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಡೂ ದಟ್
ಓಕೆ ಮಾತಾಜಿ
Okay. So what we see here, control room. So with this 24 hours, they are monitoring all these satellites which is moving in the sky. Right? That we see the control room here. Next, satellite monitoring. Round the clock, critical observation of the critical parameters. All these satellites, whether they are moving in a correct orbit, in the right orbit, in the right track. If we do not monitor, they may fall down. So 24/7, they are monitoring. Someone is monitoring. The critical parameters to monitor. All these satellites, whether they are in the correct orientation or they in a correct spin, that is the velocity, orbit decay corrections. So all these 24 hours, they are monitoring. The Earth satellite distance, heat dissipation, cosmic radiation. So all these parameters, the 24 hours bar, they are monitoring. Then only all these satellites, they are working. Otherwise, they will not work. So here you look at the Earth. This is also satellite. But anybody is monitoring? Nobody is monitoring here. Which physically, like with our eyes, is nobody monitoring. But this is moving since immemorial, since many, many thousands of years. It is running on its own. Nobody is monitoring here. But if it has to move in a right orbit, with that speed, you see this speed around is that in a lakh kilometer per hour. So, and mass, I mean the weight of the earth is, this is 6 into 10 to the power of 21 metric tons. Even we can imagine, with that weight, with that speed, it is moving in the right direction. Being a human beings, we monitoring 24 bar for a small satellite. Here, Earth is nobody monitoring, right? See, Earth is moving on its own orbit. Even if the slight, incorrect, or if it is comes out of the orbit, everything will collapse. We all will die in a fraction of seconds. But it is not happening. It is moving with a perfect in its orbit. So that means someone is controlling. What Sir Isaac Newton says? Newton says that nothing is like it works on its own. many scientists they says that, yeah, these are all natural. Nothing is natural. So someone is behind, so monitoring, and perfectly everything is in its place. That means we can understand that this is one of the greatest, experimental proof, or you can evidence that there someone is monitoring this, someone is controlling, right? Galaxy and Milky Way. So all in on, it's in place. Who is in control? These natural planets. So who is controlling this? See, here it is given an example. All the planets are floating like swabs of cotton. See, there is a middle, you see the sun, there all the planets are moving around us, right? With the great speed. You have seen the speed also. Here, comparison is given in the right side in a perfect traffic control mechanism. So how all these planets are moving? It's like someone is controlling. Here, how traffic, have seen in the traffic signals, police is standing and is allowing one side, all the vehicles, other side is stops. When it allows the other side is stops. It's like, then only there is a smooth movement of all the vehicles. Suppose if there is no, imagine that there is no traffic control policeman, then what happens? All the vehicles come, they hit each other, and there is a traffic jam. So it's like a big problem. But nothing is happening in the sky. Sky also, all the planets are moving at the great speed. But all the planets, they are moving with their own orbit and have the direction also. So it is moving in a perfect way since thousands of years. Even if there is a little problem, or if it is something not moving in, so everything will collapse. That means, so by seeing this, we can understand someone is controlling this entire universe. Someone is controlling this. This is called spiritual scientists. That means whatever is happening, all the beautiful things we have seen, and all the galaxies, Milky Ways, all the planets are moving in a proper place. Everything is perfectly, running entire universe, right? So based on this, we can understand that someone is behind this, someone is controlling this. God doesn't have to come and stand in front of us. Now I'm doing this. No, God has given us the intelligence. By using that intelligence, by seeing the things around us, we can understand that, yeah, someone is behind this. All right, we'll just go. So, please don't unmute, students. Yeah. See here, scientists are trying to develop supercomputers. You might have heard supercomputers, means it's a combination of many computers or supercomputers. Department of Intelligence, Artificial Intelligence. This is a Massachusetts Institute of Technology. This MIT is the #1 university in the world. All big scientists, they study here. All the big engineers from the IIT and all the big institutes, they study here. This big university. The most sophisticated computer in the universe is human brain. We have seen computers, no, beautifully. I am also using laptop now. It's a computer. Of course, it's doing its job perfectly, right? But you see the whole human brain. What is the capacity of the human brain? Compared to human brain, also works like a computer. Is our man-made laptops or computers is very small or insignificant in front of human brains. The human brain can store more information than all the libraries in the world. See the storage capacity, because computers known for storing the information, right? Because storage is the most crucial part of the computers, normal computers. But brain can store all the information, all the books, entire world can store. This is the statement is given by Dr. Richard Restak, MD, author, The Brain. So that means, which is a supercomputer? Our brain is the supercomputers, supreme computers compared to all other computers. All right. This is also one of the evidence that yes, that means someone is created this. Before we create the computers, God has created the supercomputer. That's the brain. The human brain is made of trillion brain cells, and each one of these is more powerful than sophisticated than most computers around the planet today. This statement was given Dr. Tony Buzan, British physiologist, educator, and author. So from this, what we can understand, so whatever computers we see, Apple computers, Dell computers, all these computers are in front of our human brain computers. They are all nothing, right? See here, if a trillion brain cells in our brain, how many cells are there? It's a trillions. It's more than millions. So most powerful, each one of these is more powerful and sophisticated than the most computer around us. So today what I'm trying to show that these are all evidences around us. When we observe carefully, so easily we can understand, yes, it's 100% God exists. That is called spiritual scientist. There are two types of scientists. Material scientist. Material scientist is only focused on material things in this universe, right? But spiritual scientist, he focus the material things also and spiritual things also. So that means spiritual scientist is a better scientist who can understand material things as well as the spiritual things, right? Who made the natural intelligence of the incredible complex computer, the human brain? Who has made this? Who has created? There is no, see, whatever we have seen all the previous slides, computers was, designed by somebody. All the artists behind someone is designed, and satellites like MIT or NASA, they have made these satellites, and the down we see their names, author names, and designer names, or if somebody has made some statement, we see the names. But here, where is the name? What should be the name here down? Because who has created this? But we think that it is naturally, nothing like naturally. Here, actually, we should write as God is created, right? Or Krishna is created. But God is so great, He don't want to take any credit. Even though He has created so incredible that even we cannot copy it. But He has created. That's a gratitude that we have to understand, and we have to show our gratitude towards God that you have created, you know, uh, 10 times, 100 times, 1,000 times, trillions times better than what we have created. So these are some things we can understand that scientists. So a scientist who deeply understand the science, actually he can realize that yes, someone is behind this. Likewise, we see wonderful things created by man. We see wonderful things created by man, sleek cars. Now, very fascinating. Now, boys are crazy about the cars. Sleek cars was manufactured, and most sophisticated computers as created. Beautiful watches, is elegant watches, and Eiffel Towers is skyscraper buildings. The big buildings is the twin towers for US, and you
ಕಿಟ್ಟಿ
see
ಮ್ಯಾಮ್
here.
ನನಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು
Sorry, please don't unmute. Please don't touch your laptops. It's a request. Otherwise, whatever you speak, it's a create a disturbance for everyone. Right? Any creation implies a creator. Whatever we see, cars, bikes, buildings, all these beautiful things, whatever we see, there is an engineer, There is an architect and engineers, designers are there, all these for the creation. Shouldn't this universe have a super intelligence creator? This question should come when we see around the beautiful things, then who has created the universe? This is a super intelligence creator. I mean, that is called a spiritual scientist. This kind of question naturally it should come, but when we carefully see and analyze the things, what do the best of the scientists feel? We see what the scientist says, their understanding, right? Einstein, Albert Einstein, very famous scientist. We see the pictures in all the science schools and research centers. Especially is he has given a lot of his theories on physics, right? There is a perfect brain behind all the natural physical laws. Albert Einstein. What like that? Who has created our brain? So there is someone behind that. So similarly, we see that perfect brain behind all the natural creations. That's the understanding of the Einstein. Scientists can only discover the things which have been already created by the master scientist God. The more I study science, the more I believe in God. See, this is a beautiful statement by Einstein that more we study the material science, so more we believe in God. But people generally, some of the scientists, they don't believe in God because they don't study deeply the science. But naturally, if a scientist study deeply, so definitely you can understand that there is a perfect brain behind this, all the creations. Do scientists pray? In 1938, a schoolgirl from Berlin wrote to Einstein asking him if scientists pray. He replied, everyone who is seriously involved in the pursuit of science becomes convinced that some spirit is manifest in the laws of the universe, one that is vastly superior to that of man. So yes, so he's saying Einstein, some school girl asked all the scientists that scientists pray. Yes, he's saying yes. Those who pursued the science, means who was doing the science, he believes that some spirit is manifest in the laws of universe. So all the natural laws, what Newton is discovered, the gravity. He just discovered, he is not created the gravity. Gravity is already there. Someone has created. So all the scientists, we say they discovered. Doesn't mean they become God who discovered. So whatever natural laws are existing, the gravity is very good example for the natural law. Similarly, there are many natural laws existing. So this gravity is there. That is why we are standing on earth. We are sleeping on earth. We are enjoying this place. Who has created gravity? Don't say Newton. Newton is just discovered that there is a gravity. Similarly, whatever the natural laws discovered today, these natural laws already existing. It's like thermodynamics laws, first law, second law, third law. It's like a first law says there is action, there is immediate reaction. This is there before the scientists came in this universe. All these laws are existing. That means what's here Einstein is saying that, oh, there is a perfect brain behind these laws. Otherwise, how all these laws are working perfectly? They are doing their job perfectly. All the laws are physical laws are working perfectly so that we are happily living in this world. Otherwise, it is not possible. Just Just imagine that you remove the gravity. What happens? We cannot slip. Then we will float, right? That is very difficult to do anything. Whatever we are enjoying cars, we are no jumping, we are dancing and doing all the activities, sports, cricket, football, all these we are playing and we are enjoying, we are getting medals and all these because there is a gravity. If remove the gravity, everyone float, everything will float. You cannot imagine the world, right? So that means scientists also pray. Scientists, they believe in God. Why? Because before scientists came, all the natural laws already they exist and they're perfectly doing their job. All right. If you think strongly enough, you will be forced by science to believe in God. Lord Kelvin. So Lord Kelvin is another famous scientist. He is saying that if you think strongly enough, you will be. I mean, if you think about more about this natural, how this universe existing, how these laws are existing, how the whole universe is working, if you think more and more, so you will be forced to believe that there is a God, right? But generally people, they don't try to understand what is happening around us, how things are happening, why earth is here, why sky is there, how we are doing all the things, how water, air, whatever around us, whatever the things we are enjoying. But only the scientists or some philosophers, there are some intelligent people, they try to understand all these things, how they are existing, how they are perfectly working. If that kind of person is like forced to believe in God because he realized that all these working because someone is behind this, some brain is behind that. Okay, that's the important point we understand from this session, right? Another Newton, another statement, the most beautiful system of the sun, planets, and comets could only proceed from the counsel and dominion of an intelligent and powerful being. All these planets, sun, there are so many planets are moving around. And of course, best example is Earth is moving the great speed and the great, I mean, it's a mass, means weight that you cannot imagine. If even a slight mistake in that movement from the orbit, everything collapses. Nothing will exist, right? But we are sitting here, we are planning so many things, family plannings, the many things. We build the houses, dream houses, we get married with the children, we will planning all the children's ambitions to become a cricketer, big scientists, all these things we are dreaming because all these planets are they are working perfectly, they are moving in their orbit, right? That's why we are doing enjoying here. If something wrong goes wrong there, everything collapses, no dreams, nothing. All right, so that's what Newton is saying. There is a powerful being, intelligent and powerful being behind this. Same thing, we know the Krishna is the most intelligent, powerful being. That's why he has given Bhagavad Gita. So here we can see that Newton what's saying is perfectly matching with Krishna. So that means Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead who is behind this, is running over this. Okay, even if in that case, whether Vishnu or Krishna. So the God is behind that. This being governs all the things, not as the soul of the world, but as the Lord over all, and on account of his dominion is to be called Lord. God, universal ruler. So he is further saying that it is not only that with this intelligent is governing, I mean, he's maintaining everything. He being governs the things, I mean, he's maintaining the things. And also, Lord over means is, a hand is there everywhere. So that's what Newton is saying. It is not only he has created, he is maintaining, also his hand is there everywhere, otherwise it is not easy to run everything in a smooth order. An account dominion, his domain is to be called Lord God. universal ruler. So he is not directly saying that Krishna or Rama, he is saying the Lord God is there. That is called universal ruler. So same statement we can see in Bhagavad Gita, that I control Suridam Sarvabhutanam. So and also Krishna says that I am controlling everything. Right? Look at the world around you. Beautiful. Someone looks beautiful. Not so beautiful. Some of them not so beautiful. But someone is handsome. Someone is not handsome. Some of them very rich, stinking rich, and some of them very poor, right? One gets medical education and becomes a MD doctor, and another lifts heavy weights and spends his entire life as a coolie. Someone is like a laborer, and some child born in a silver spoon, means in a rich family. Someone born in the poor family. Who decides? Have you ever thought of all these things? Why someone is very rich? Someone is born in a rich family. Someone is poor. Why someone is number one? Why someone is handsome? Why someone is not handsome? Why somebody looks beautiful, someone not beautiful? Why these differences? Right? So this is called spiritual scientist. So we have to think deeply, try to understand. Then we can understand, yes, God exists. We choose what is in our control. We can choose a job. Whatever job we can choose. We can choose wife or husband. No, I don't want this girl. I can marry this girl. I don't want this. Like that, we can choose. You can choose husband also. Type of car, which you want to buy Hyundai, or you can buy Maruti, or you can choose that. You can choose apartment also. Yeah, I don't want to live. I want this apartment. You can choose. And many more things in our control we can choose. But we do not choose our parents. Of course, we do not choose and we cannot choose our parents, though this is like a natural arrangement. Our beauty and face cut, that also we cannot choose, right? Our intelligence, someone is intelligent, so all these factors we cannot choose. So that means there is a limitation for the human being, right? That's what we can understand from. Who chooses on what basis? All these differences. Why all these differences? Who chooses and what basis? All right. Is it by chance? No, we see order and systematic arrangement in this universe. It's not by chance, it's like someday, so everything has happened, everything arranged like this. That's what some scientist says that, but that's not true. It is not by chance, right? So amazing order we see. See here, any molecule you see, if you have some scientific background, you can understand this is atomic structure where we see the atoms, electrons are moving around. Inside, there is a nucleus in the neutrons and protons which is present. Even a single atom is arranged so perfectly. You have not done, I have not done. And no scientist can say that, claim that I have created the atom. No, this atom it is there even before human being, exist on this earth. Atoms are there, but all those atoms are perfect. Here you see the RNA structure, DNA structure. These all, every molecule, everything is in perfect order. That's why we are able to study. Today, all the scientists across the world, they are doing research because things in order. Please understand this. Let's imagine that our brain and kidney mix it, nicely mix it. Is it possible to study? Not possible. A brain is separate, kidney is separate, liver is separate, heart is separate, the blood is separately flowing. So everything what we see, it's in order. Our own, system is created in a perfect order. That is why we are able to study. So this is where we have to use our brain, our intelligence, to understand there is someone behind this, all these beautiful creations. All those creations, they are in perfect order. and they are working in a perfect order. They are present in perfect order. They are working in perfect order, right? Tremendous energy emitted by sun is a greater than amount of energy human species has consumed throughout its entire history. Behind the tremendous energy, there must be an energetic person who is the professor of all the energies. So energy, the great energy, comes from sun. All the energy comes from sun. So energy and energetic person. So if there is energy, there someone must created this energy. That is the energetic person. So, and he is the professor of all energies, means he is the one like who has created all these energies, what we are using. The cost of lighting of a stadium for one whole night during the cricket match is several lakh rupees. Now consider lightning an entire state or a country of 1 week or 1 month. This can give us an idea how much we would have to spend there were no sun. Just imagine that there is no sun. Just here given example, in the stadium, in the whole night, if you run all the nights, so the electricity bill is very high. But are we paying the electricity bill to sun? It is free what we are getting and without mess. So that even we cannot calculate. So that means sun is already created by someone. That we need to understand that. That's called spiritual scientist is trying to understand all these. Of course, there are many other examples are giving, so it's all same examples. I'll just skip some of them, right? Even yeah, so these are all again the same examples is talking about. Yeah, so here we talk about law of mechanics, is we already discussed. Can laws exist without a lawmaker? We see the law book, right? Lawyers, advocates in the court, there is a law books, means there is a law. If someone does this kind of crime, this kind of punishment, right? If someone does this kind of some act, so this kind of punishment, that means there is a lawmaker. So here also the gravity, air resistance means when we kick the football, so we have to apply some energy. Based on the energy, that much only it will move, because there is a resistance, air resistance, and the gravity. So all these perfect in its working. That is why football matches, Europe country, the football matches is very famous. uh, they are playing because there is a laws working here. They are simply playing and they are enjoying, they don't know. But God has created the facilities. That is why we are able to, enjoy this either cricket or football. In that case, any, kind of games, because the law of mechanics working perfectly. All right, law of physics, optics. No, I'm not discuss all these. Now I'll just skip law of thermodynamics. These are pure science where all the laws talking about the wonderfully all these laws are working. The price laws of mathematical accuracy govern this world. So all the laws are existing. That is why whole universe is running. That's why physics is important. At least we understand the laws. Of course, there are many laws which add to understand. We know only few laws. There are many more laws scientists are trying to understand. But all the laws, it is not the scientist has created. Though someone behind this supernatural, this God has created all this. How can our birth, beauty, intelligence alone be random events? No. If everything is in so order, how our intelligence or our birth, our beauty, it can be a chance? No. It is also perfect. Someone is born very handsome, there is a perfect reason. If someone borns, handsome, beautiful, someone borns not beautiful, someone borns very rich, someone borns poor, someone become a doctor, someone become a laborer, all these there is a perfect reason. If all the laws existing, entire universe is perfect, this is also perfect. That means there is a perfect reason why someone is born rich, why someone is born poor. Okay. Or someone is creating this problem, can we identify and remove them? Who is doing this sketch? Oppo A15. Please don't do this.
Prabhu,
Please
erase
don't
ಮಾಡಿ.
mark anything. Please don't mark on this. Oppo A15. I can see in your hand pen. Okay, thank you. Isn't there is a law that governs these? Yes, this is also governed by laws. Yes, here I'll skip this. Two fundamental questions. What is the origin of the universe? What is the purpose of this complicated universe? This already we have discussed. Yeah, see here, this is important. The unseen proven by the seen. Oh Arjuna, Krishna is saying in everything rests upon me as a pearls are strung on a necklace. See, this is the necklace. Only we see the pearls, right? But all these pearls are in the form of beautiful necklace, right? Because there is a thread behind this. If you remove the thread, all the pearls will disperse. It cannot be beautiful, it cannot be varied, right? So similarly, the entire universe, the Krishna's hand is there. That's what same Newton, Einstein also pointed out that he is not only created, he is not, but he has applied his intelligence. He also governs, means he is managing everything. He is present in entire universe. That's why this whole universe is running. There is hand is there. So like how thread is there, it is holding all the pearls and made a beautiful necklace. The entire universe is so beautiful and it is running on its own, not on own, it's running beautifully without any mistake because the Krishna behind us, right? So we need some intelligence to understand, yes, Krishna is behind all this, right? Vedanta Sutra says, Janmadasya Yatha, the God is the original source and cause of everything. Now, what spiritual scripture says that, yes, God is there. Directly, Krishna is claims that, I am behind all this entire universe. God is the original source and cause of everything. Means He is the creator. He is the cause of everything. So, whatever we have seen, all the examples, beautiful slides, all these naturally, whatever we say naturally, they are all because exist Krishna. God is behind all this. So this is how, based on these evidences, we can understand that God exists, right? Okay. Let me share in the PPT.
ಪ್ರಭು,
Prabhuji,
ಒಂದ್
can you
ಒಂದ್
make me host?
erase ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ.
Okay, Prabhuji.
ಹಾ, ಮುಂದುವರಿಸಿ ಪ್ರಭು.
Yes. Yeah, we have studied up. Yes, Brahma Samhita says, Anadi Adir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. God has no beginning, for He is the beginning of everything. He is the ultimate cause of all causes. I mean, whatever the creation, the entire universe is Krishna. In Brahma Samhita is saying Krishna is the Anadi Adir Govinda. So he is the oldest means not by age. He is existing since there is no end for him. So he is the reason for all these creations. So it's like here we see the bogie train, we see the example. The behind the train, there are bogie 1, bogie 2, bogie 3, bogie 4, different bogies, bogie 1. Then we see the engine, right? So that's how it's like an engine is the main cause for all these bogies. But if we see very closely, we see that bogie number 1 only moving, right? But if we see from far, so all the bogies was pulled by the engine. So this is where we required our analysis, kind of scientific, kind of mind to understand this. Yes, all these creations, the entire universe, including us, everything is pulled or ruled or controlled by Krishna. So that's example we can understand, right? Can show me God, right? So this is the electromagnetic spectrum was given here. There are different kind of radio waves, X-rays, UV rays, all higher radiations. That's the electromagnetic spectrum. So it's like empirically, oh, sorry. Yeah, still it is possible to empirically prove that we are living not in a universe, but in a universal government. It's not only that we living in this universe, we are living in a universal government. Means this is run by, controlled by God, mean Krishna. So this is a quiz. I'll quick this. Yeah. So this is important. It's like how this whole government, universal government works. So here, government of any country, and there is a comparison here, universal government and the government of the country. So this universal government is controlled by, if something happens, how it is controlled. Home ministry is like if law and order, if universal government, if someone not follows the orders, then what happens? It's like some diseases. If you smoke, it's like you are not following the law, so then cancer comes. So it's like tobacco, all it's drinking, it spoils our liver. Then supplying medicines for the diseases, this is from the normal government. And the universal government, Ayurvedic herbs, natural therapy, go arc, etc. Industrial domestic water needs of the supply municipality. Here ocean water is salty, but there is an arrangement in nature to evaporate through the sun and produce the clouds and rains and potable water. So then Ministry of Energy, what we see electricity, but sun and moon will give the direct energy. So finance minister, currency and wealth in the current government. Here we see gold, silver, navaratnas, diamonds. That's a universal government. Health ministry, here sun and rain keep cleanliness. Sun and rain keep cleanliness. Pigs, fishes eat stools. Defense ministry, ozone sphere protects the living beings on earth. Immunity in the body, blood clotting to prevent the bleeding. So education, education for the citizens, education ministry, here Vedas, Bible, Quran. So these are all universal government. Reward for the best citizens, here benefits of yoga, meditation, heaven, spiritual world. These are the benefits. So this is a comparison between a country government, how they governs or by laws. Similarly, God also governs this whole creation universe by his own laws. That's what we have seen here. So yeah, I'll skip this. Behind every government, there is a prime minister. Behind the universal government, there is a God. Break governmental laws, be punished. Break laws of good beings, suffering. God is the owner of the universe. God is the supreme control of the universe. Yes, this is, we can understand. Yeah, Dr. Albert Einstein said, I believe in God. So because he is the person who has deeply understood the science. He has done a lot of science. I think no scientist has done what Einstein has done. So if the scientists are believing in God, why can't we believe in God? But we are not so great scientists, material scientists than the Einstein. Einstein himself says, I believe in God who reveals himself in the orderly harmony of the universe. I believe that intelligence is manifested through all the nature. So this is very important point, that so the natural intelligence already existing. You just go to the forest. So everything is grown, in its own way, right? There again all the leaves will fall down, then again as like a fertilizer, some other plants will grow, right? And time to time rain comes and the sun is there naturally. That means there is a intelligence is there behind. That means that intelligence, the perfect intelligence is there, is manifest throughout all the nature. That means Krishna is behind this nature. The basics of scientific work is the conviction that the world is an order, comprehensible entity, and not thing of chance. When I sit here and watch the mighty ocean, I can imagine the treasure hidden below the bed of the sea. When I see the clear blue sky above, I feel sky is the limit. When I cast my eyes around, I see the wonders, beauties of nature. Science must earn to live in harmony with all these magnificent gifts of the God to humanity. Yeah, this is a perfect understanding of the Einstein. Same understanding we need to understand, either being a scientist or being a normal person, right? What scientist Einstein is trying to say here, that this, I believe in God because there is a perfect intelligence is there in this entire nature. And also all the things are not, just they, become like this, beautiful. No. So there is a perfect intelligence, there is a creator behind this. Someone has, some intelligence has made this, and it is not by chance. And also, I can imagine the Einstein is saying that when I stand in front of the ocean, there is a huge wealth is behind that. When I look at the sky, is the limit. It's so beautiful. When you look at around me, there is nature beauty around us. So what science teaches us, that we should live in harmony, and we should, take this as a gift was given by God to the humanity, live in a peace and harmony. This is very important statement was given by Einstein, because there is no better scientist than, there is no better person who can understand this material nature. So himself is saying that there is a perfect intelligence behind this, there is a God behind this. So what is our duty? Our duty is that you have Krishna, God, you have given so much for us. So I thank. We should show our gratitude. Then we can live in harmony. If we say that there is no God, it's like we have created, we are better than God, then what happens? All these problems what we are facing today. So that is why we have to understand and we have to surrender to God, and we should learn how to live in harmony by showing our gratitude and thankfulness. We should be grateful to God. Yeah. So prime duty of scientists, use the one's intelligence to appreciate the inconceivable brain of the Lord. So he is suggesting what one intelligence to appreciate is the prime duty of all the scientists is to appreciate his intelligence. Just by creating one apple or a mobile, we appreciate so much for the human beings. So he has created all the laws, because of that you are making small things. We appreciate it so much, but we don't generally appreciate Lord. That's the prime duty of all the human beings, especially scientists, that we should appreciate that inconceivable brain of the Lord. Means his brain is great. That even inconceivable means we cannot even imagine his power. Is so powerful, his brain is. So what we have to do, we should appreciate. Generally, if someone does good work, generally what we say, okay, well done. We appreciate them. Similarly, we have to appreciate God to glorify the mysteries of the by saying loudly Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. That means God, Krishna, you are great. So because you are the one who has created this entire beautiful creation. So this is Einstein is saying, I'm not saying. Okay, to create worldwide spiritual awareness, and he's saying that we should spread this spiritual awareness across the world. What Srila Prabhupada has done, so Srila Prabhupada has created this spiritual awareness. What is spiritual awareness? That whatever we are living in this universe was created by the perfect brain, perfect intelligence, and the perfect governing is maintaining all the time. So that understanding we have to spread across. That's what we are doing in this course, right? To understand and explain the purpose of the Lord's creation. And also very important last statement, why he has created. Is created out of his mercy so that we live in harmony, in the happiness. It's like a father has created a house for his children. Like God has created the whole universe so that we all can live happily. Right? So our duty is to appreciate him, glorify him, and his glories spread across the world. Then only the prime duty will be fulfilled. If we don't do that, then it's a problem. So it's like a summary. Design implied the designer. Creation implies creator. Organization implies organizer. Artistry implies artist. Laws imply lawmaker. Energy implies energetic. That means whatever we see in this universe, there is a someone behind that. It's like this phone. Someone is created, right? So anything you see, nothing is exist. You cannot say. That's Newton says that. He has made one experiment. He brought one globe. He kept it on his table. Okay. The next day, all his friends came. They were all discussing, no, no, God, nothing is like something, something. Next day, what he did, he brought the globe and he kept it on the table. So some of his friends came who was not believing God. He asked, how it came, how it exists, this, who brought this, kept on this table, beautiful, this picture of the globe. Then Newton says that this is a small thing you are asking was someone is created. You look at the universe, it's so beautiful, it's so huge. There must be someone who has created. So this is, we have to use our intelligence. That's how we prove that is atheistic friends, that everything is, someone is behind that, right? Like designs, there will be designer. The creations, all the beautiful buildings, there is a creator. Similarly, this universe, there is a creator. There's a Krishna is the creator. Organization implies organizer. There is organizations, look, there are big organizations. WHO is a huge organization, World Health Organization. So there must be organizer. The US is organizing that, and many other countries. Artistry implies the artist. That means any art you see, there will be artist. And all the laws, physical laws, is like a gravity is one of the laws that who has created. There is a lawmaker. The energy implies the energetic. That means whatever the energy is there in this, one of the laws out of all the three laws, energy neither created nor destroyed, right? So that is Krishna says, I have given a fraction of my energy into this universe. With that energy, entire universe is running. If I take back that energy, whole universe will collapse. That is why this statement the scientists have made, and neither created nor destroyed. That means whatever energy is there, that energy remain constant. Okay, so that means the sun, what we are getting the energy, it is implies the energetic. That means person who has created this. So this all did everything that starts from the Big Bang theory. Of course, this is a Big Bang theory. Scientists say that. So this come by chance. No, it's not come by chance. It is someone has created, right? It should be emphasized that no theory of the origin of solar system has yet won general acceptance. All involve highly improbable assumptions. Encyclopedia Britannica. So his statement is that says that the origin of universe, how this whole universe is, exist, and what is the root of this, what is the origin of this, till now there is no theory how it exists, and there is no general acceptance theory. Means some theories has given, but there is no perfect in that. So that means, so there is someone behind this, the creation of the universe, that we can understand in detail in Bhagavad Gita and other Bhagavatam and other scriptures. Yes. So this is okay, as the government, universal government, God, master of this. Yes, my son, God is the supreme cause of all causes. It's by God's control, the rain or showering, sun is rising, seasons are changing, crops are growing. All these do not happen from mere bang. Even behind a bomb blast, there is a person. So scientists proposed one theory, Big Bang theory, how this universe exists, how this universe, origin of this universe. But that is, there is no proof. They says that is some infinity time. There is a Big Bang, means the big blast happened, and based on the gravity all these universes formed. No, that is, many of the scientists not accepting that theory. So suppose if there is in a blast, we see disorder, disaster, collapse, destroy, not that beautiful universe will form. So that's why whatever scientists are giving theories about the origin of universe, it is not correct. Right? Important. Please, yeah. So this is the end of this session. Can scientists believe in God? I would like to summarize it that today what we understood, the most of the big scientists like Einstein, Newton, Kelvin, there are many other scientists, all believe in God. That means scientists believe in God. That's the title of today's session. And whatever is existing, how this universe is running, how these beautiful things around us. So there is a perfect intelligent, perfect brain, perfect person behind this. That's what scientists are saying. So we understood today from all the big scientists that God exists. So can scientists believe in God? Yes. So this is the end of the session. Now the session is open for questions. If you have any questions, you can unmute yourself and you can ask the questions. Thank you. So tomorrow also we have another beautiful session. So please be on time and we can understand better.
Hare Krishna. Prabhuji, Vijayata Mataji has prepared some questions. She will display in the screen, and we will ask our participants to take a paper and answer and send in the WhatsApp group. With,
Yes.
So
can I unshare stop the sharing?
I will make her host.
Right. Okay.
I will make her host. Vijayata Mataji, you can please share. I'm making you host. So all the participants are requested to answer for this question. Then only you will get certificate. Otherwise, you will not get certificate. Hare Krishna, Vijayata Mataji, can you please unmute? Should I unmute with the name Vijayata? Should I make you host with the name Vijayata?
Prabhuji, ISKCON Bhakti Center chale.
Okay. So please be ready with the pen and paper. This is a very small, very simple test, just to make you understand only. Okay. Not to examine, just to make you understand. If you don't know also, she will give answer, no problem. Okay. Just take a pen and paper and just answer this question. And please write your name, contact number, and your place, your school also.
Hare Krishna. It's very important that you guys write the name, your name, and your place. That is very important. Then start writing the answers. Whichever answers you know, you can write.
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am, how I have to write the answers?
You take a paper and put the question number 1, then write only answer. No need to write the question, write only the answer. Okay? The question number, then answer.
Just one word, two-word answers only. Mataji, you have to phrase. Just
Okay.
yes, no, like that. True, false, like that you have to make. Otherwise, one word answer only.
Okay, Prabhuji.
And it should be very simple. Okay, just true, false, yes, no, one word, like that.
Okay. From the next session, I'll make sure I make simple questions, Prabhuji. So here there are also some simple questions which all can answer. So kindly answer that. From next session, I'll make it much simpler. Okay.
Mataji, somebody is asking where to send that after writing answers. Where to send that answer sheet?
Students can send in the spiritual scientist WhatsApp group, otherwise to Vijeta Mataji's contact number. Mataji, you can write.
WhatsApp. You can do the picture of your answers. Picture. Take the image and put it in WhatsApp group.
Yes,
I'll
sir.
just mention my number also in the chat box. Kindly look at that and you can send that answers to my number. So I had sent the number in the chat box.
These questions, Mataji, can we put these questions in your WhatsApp group so that they can later also they can answer this and can send it to you?
Sure, Prabhuji.
Because now itself answer all the 10 questions, it may take time for them.
Okay.
Let them take the picture of this, or you
Yes,
can
yeah.
put these questions in your WhatsApp group. Is that okay, na Prabhu?
Yeah.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji.
And it's very important that all of you be in WhatsApp group. So kindly make sure of that. I'll just send that WhatsApp group link also in the chat box. Please join the WhatsApp group and also you need to get registered. So that thing already Prabhuji had posted in the chat box, the registration link. Now I am sharing you the WhatsApp link, WhatsApp group link. Kindly join to that link.
Yes, ma'am.
Even participants, you don't have to answer all the questions. Whatever the questions you know the answers, even partially 5, 6, or 7, whatever the numbers of questions you can answer and you can send.
Sir, is it required the answers to be brief or in a few words, or in some questions we can, elaborate the answer.
No, just one few word answer. That's all.
Okay.
Not even a full sentence. Okay.
Sir,
Simple questions. Even simple questions also you can attend. You
sir,
you
we
need
can.
to know all the answers. Just one, two, three, four questions also you can answer. Whatever the question you know, you can answer. Okay. No
Okay, sir.
problem. Not that all the questions you should know.
Yes, sir. First question. The proof of God exists.
When you send your, please write your name and your school name or college name and
Yes,
send
sir.
once if you answer the questions.
Prabhuji, now I am school pass out, and yet still now I have not been into any colleges. The counseling processes are going on. So what
No problem.
should be my
Just write your
dedication?
name and phone number. Write your name and phone number. That's okay.
Okay.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, we can write the phone number also, sir.
Yeah. You can write phone number and your name.
Okay, sir.
Of course, your phone number will come when you send your photo in the WhatsApp group. Write your name.
Yes, sir.
If you are studying in a school, please mention
Yes,
your
sir.
name of the school and place from which area. Okay, class also. Okay,
Yes,
with
sir.
contact number also, so that we can write certificates based on that. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Prabhuji, can we take up some questions if you really have some genuine questions now? Let them keep writing.
Yes, you can please take.
Yeah.
Anybody has
Anybody
any
have any questions on this session?
Prabhuji, I have a question. May I ask it?
Yeah. Yes. Yes, please go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Question.
Accept my humble obeisances, Prabhuji. Dandavat
Yeah.
Pranam. Hare
Then
Krishna. Yeah. My question is that now in Kali Yuga, all the today's Gen Zs or most of the people boast about today's progress and technological advancement. But my question is that in the past yugas, like in Ramayana, we also get the evidences like we had very better technologies when at that time, like Pushpak Viman and all these things we get. Would like to know that even at that time, did we have some technology? Like today's technologies, and I mean, in each and every time when the Kali Yuga appeared on this earth, did we get this same sort of technological advancement like today's, or it varies from time to time? I mean, am I clear, sir?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Clear. Can you please introduce first yourself and then,
Yes,
yeah.
yes. I'm myself Shagnik Pal. I'm from Jhargram, West Bengal, and
Okay.
I am new to spirituality, and I have been reading Bhagavad Gita by Srila Prabhupada, and Srila Prabhupada is my idol. And I would like to glorify and tell the world about his presence, to the nationwide, and I want to glorify him in our nation also, and would like to make him a national leader and to build a future India.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Sangik, happy to meet you. Yeah, of course, I appreciate your desire and you have a great faith and Srila Prabhupada. Yes, this answer to your question is that of course these technologies, whatever in that yuga, that was the technology. Different yugas, of course, we see across all the yugas, there is a different technology. Depends on the people who live on that time, right? In Kali Yuga, we see that, it's like changing. It's like a last 50 years or 100 years, if 1,000 years, if 2,000 years, of course, technology are saying, but it's a technology means it's not that what technology is today. Of course, even you look at the village level, you look at the, people who lives in the caves, people who lives in the forest, they have their own technologies, right? So all the technologies is meant to like facilitate the better life, right? Of course, these technologies keep changing. Yes, Kali Yuga, of course, the people who lives here, it depends on the situations. It's a short time, less intelligent, many situations. Accordingly, technologies exist. Because in those yugas, people who lives in, long time, there are thousands of years they used to live. Accordingly, they have made their own technologies. I hope I answered your question. Or if not, you can ask once again what exactly you want. I'm happy to answer.
Yes, Prabhuji. My question is that in the previous kalpas, when there was
Hmm.
Kali Yuga, was there same sort of technological advancement like today we have like big skyscraper buildings or aeroplanes or this Android smartphones or this Wi-Fi systems or network system? Did we have
Okay,
this
okay.
sort of same things? Or
Uh,
I mean, if they used to exist, then why we haven't found any any debris or any sort of proof of that? I know, sir, that in Egypt we have found excavations on the temple of the submarines and aeroplanes and such things, and even in many Indian temples we have found such things, but we have not found any concrete proof or debris. So I this is my question, sir. I think
yeah.
I have been able to clear my doubt.
Yeah. So it depends on the actually, of course, why we have to, if there is any already technologies existing in the previous kalpas, why don't we explore the same technologies? That's a question. And but today's technologies, what we see, it is come from West, and situations are different. That Kali Yuga, this Kali Yuga, and as you mentioned that some Greek and Egypt, and there are some technologies, but very less people are interested to explore those technologies and use it. Of course, in the Kali Yuga itself, if you just go back thousands years, so you see that the temples were built, use is very high technology is used in India. The how they constructed the civil engineering, all those technologies. It depends on the people interest, and also yeah. So it's like a crowd is moving towards this fascinating world. Actually, we are driven West technologies. We are dependent. We are competing with the West. So things are different. Very difficult to expect those technologies and explore those technologies.
Thank you, Prabhuji. My accept my humble obeisances, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Dandavat
Hare
Pranam.
Krishna,
All
Hare
glories to Srila
Krishna,
Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, we need this kind of people who are interested. I request Sangik to please join, encourage us, and encourage others also. I hope you will join all the sessions.
Sir,
Absolutely, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Paul. Yes,
Sangeet,
yes.
have you registered? Have you joined the WhatsApp group? I've shared the link in the YouTube. Did you
Yes, Prabhuji. In the YouTube comment, there was some link,
yeah,
and I have been joined to a group, but there
yeah.
is no permission to send any messages. I don't
Please,
know that if it is the group you are talking
please
about.
send your number in the chat box, so we will know.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah, sure, Prabhuji. Sure.
Vijay Mataji, please note the number.
Yeah.
sir,
So, any question? Yeah, somebody asking some question. Yes, go ahead.
I have a question, sir.
Yes. Yes. Please. Yes. You can ask a question.
Okay, sir. In Kali Yuga, sir, human beings will see the God.
No, your voice is not clear. Please, just keep phone little away and speak clearly so that I can understand your question.
Sir, in human
Yes.
beings, there are see God. God is really there.
Ha. God is really there. In human being, yes. In human being, God is there. Of course, in Kali Yuga, we cannot see God. God is there in the form of Paramatma, Atma, Paramatma. God is there in every living being. But we need, of course, if you attend further sessions, your questions will be answered. Yes, we need a kind of cease. Get the eyes to see God. We can see God, but not like directly how we see one person, another person. We see God based on our some certain evidences and
Hare
certain
Krishna.
kind
Prabhuji,
of
you can tell
realization.
him that please wait for that session. Eyes to see
Yes,
God.
yes, eyes to see God. Please
Eyes
attend
to
that
see
session.
God.
You will, yeah, getting eyes to see God. Yes. Any other questions? We are very happy if someone asks questions. We are happy to answer this kind of, because all these topics are, it's we need to discuss more and try to understand.
Prabhuji, may I ask another question if
Yeah,
there
yeah. Please, please.
I'm
Yes,
allowed?
Paul. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Prabhuji, I would like to know that whenever we have seen in the past that before the Wright brothers there was a proper Puran in our culture, in our country, which was named as Viman Puran, where the entire technology into how to prepare a subtle, I mean, which can be I mean levitate, and that was mentioned in that Puran, and most of the technologies we had, I mean, like in like surgeries and the very subtle science of making medicines and incurable disease and such things, most of them are lost now. Then why the scientists are running after those things which are already explored, like the earth is round, that was told a long before than the other Galileos and other personalities in our country. Then why the scientists are running after those simple discoveries, or I mean simply not looking into our Vedas or scriptures or
Yeah,
our
yeah,
Shastra?
yeah, yeah. I understood your question. It's a wonderful question, Sangik. It's a wonderful question. I will tell you an example. It is not that there are certain scientists are following, who has created this atomic bomb, nuclear bomb. Actually, he
Yes, sir.
mentioned he got the idea from the Bhagavad Gita and
Yes,
also
sir.
Brahmastra. Brahmastra is the most powerful. They are inspired by these kind of evidences, these technologies. Brahmastra is a kind of technology. So nuclear bomb is created, and he mentioned in his book that I was inspired by from the Bhagavad Gita. Yes, so your idea is wonderful. Why scientists? Why can't we go back? Yes, that's what we are expecting from the generation, that we had a great technologies. Why can't we explore that? That's why our Prabhupada, that's why introduced these Vedas and our spiritual, our entire spiritual kingdom and a spiritual system, so that youngsters can, like you, explore our previous technologies and make new technology which will be benefited for the human being. At the same time, the important is not that to make the new technology. Important is that what is the use of this technology, and we should thankful to God, which is that this technologies is not there. It's not that it is not there. These are very simple technology compared to the previous technologies what you mentioned, archeries, the Brahmastra, then Sudarshan Chakra is like even more powerful technologies were there. So if someone is interested, you can make it. Otherwise, appreciating those technologies itself is a great thing. Yes, of course. But scientists, why they are not going out of ego? Because they wanted to show that we have made our own. There are many factors. They want to take the advantage of that, and they want to claim that we did it. So because of these reasons, maybe the selfish reasons, they don't want to go into that. But some people, they are genuine. They take the previous technologies and modify it, and they make it. And sometimes they acknowledge it, sometimes they don't acknowledge it. That's because of their selfishness. Yes, good question. Next, any other questions? Some Lakshmi Mataji, somebody has raised their hand. So I hope if anybody have any questions, we can discuss. Otherwise, we can, Prabhuji, is that fine, Prabhu? Can we close the session? It's 8:44. I request everybody, please be on time tomorrow, 7 o'clock, so that we can exactly start and we can end by 8:10. Today, little time exceeded. Vijita Mataji?
Hare Krishna, Vijayata Mataji, please conclude and close the session. Thank
Yes.
everyone.
Yes. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Pratyatra Prabhuji, for informing us so much about the proofs that God exists, and I hope all of us are thoroughly clarified of this doubt of whether God exists or not. So thank you so much, Prabhuji, for this, and I thank all the people who have joined here today. For hearing from Prabhuji, and I request you all to kindly keep joining every day like this. It is a 6-day session. It ends on 19th. So please keep joining. And I also like to encourage all of you to ask the questions which you are having, the doubts which may rise in your head. Kindly open up and ask these questions, because Prabhuji is very well trained for answering these questions. So thank you so much, Prabhuji. And
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you.
thank
Hare
you.
Krishna.
Hare
Thank you
Krishna.
all. So we will see you tomorrow at 7 o'clock. Hare Krishna.
7:30, sir.
No, 7 o'clock. 7 to 8.
7 o'clock,
Okay.
yeah.
Please join
Evening.
at 7 o'clock. It's also very important that you join on time so that we can start the session.
Ma'am,
Hare
topic?
Krishna. Tomorrow's topic.
Sorry, just 1 second.
Tomorrow's
Substance
topic
shadow.
is
Substance and shadow. Oh, yeah. I'll just WhatsApp in the group. You can check the topic, tomorrow's topic.
Yes.
Yes.
which in that PPT it is mentioned. Second one is getting the eyes to see the Lord.
Yeah, getting eyes to see God. Okay.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, the PPTs can be kept little wider, Prabhu, because initially it was shown very smaller manner.
Okay, definitely. We will see tomorrow. We will make it full screen.
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu.
Okay.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you for the suggestion, Hare Krishna.
We are ending the session, and we have another Kannada session. All the devotees are requested to rejoin if they are interested. We have a wonderful class now. Hare Krishna. ಈಗ ಶ್ರೀಲ ಪ್ರಭುಪಾದರ ಲೀಲಾಮೃತ ಈಗ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಶುರು ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊನೆಗೊಳಿಸ್ತಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಎಲ್ಲ ಭಕ್ತರು ಮತ್ತೆ ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಇದು ವಿಡಿಯೋ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ